In pretty much every single stream I host and in the comments of nearly every single video, I'm asked the same question.
Why are you gay?
And then shortly after, I'm usually asked, is it worth it to come back to Warframe? And the answer may actually surprise no. There are just way too many variables to give a concise answer. There really is no easy yes or no, but I can make the decision a little bit easier for you to help you come to a conclusion yourself, because Duviri is on the horizon and you might be interested. Let's start with the new players. If you are a little fledgling Tenno and new to Warframe, now is pretty much the best time to get in. You have over a decade of content ahead of you because DE isn't like other devs that'll sunset the tattoo off your ass cheeks and charge $40 for it. If you're banned until 2035, I don't care how many times you message me, I'm not bugging DE about it. I am not support, stop messaging me. Why is it that you quit playing Warframe? Was it the frustration because of changes? Was it the immense farm? If so, no, that's still a thing. There are some good steps in the right direction, Varuna and her farm being a good balance between the new game mode and a pity shop, but then we have frames like Citrine taking over 5 hours with 0 drops, and Cyanax and his little dangly nipples being time-gated for a full month. Farm in Warframe will forever be a mixed bag, and if you aren't willing to stomach it, then chances are maybe Warframe isn't a game for you to enjoy long-term. When did you quit? If you quit shortly after or before the new war, you have a pretty hefty helping of decent content to return to. You have Veilbreaker and the weekly tier 2 sortie missions with Archon hunts. You have this Airman tile set in its 3 new game modes. You have Styanax, Gyre, Varuna, Citrine, and a whole arsenal of new toys to play with. You can become Ruibi, and when Duviri inevitably drops, you are looking at most likely doubling that content load. If you quit post-New War and closer to Lua's Prey, then it's a maybe. It's down to whether or not you're willing to go for these farms if it's content that you are actually invested in. Do you like roguelikes? Because Duviri is looking to be an open-world roguelike. Now, this genre isn't for everyone. I'm not a big fan of it either, but I'm willing to give it a shot if it's executed well. But if starting from scratch and working your builds up really isn't your thing, and you'd rather just swing your already inflated cock around like a morning star, then Duviri probably won't do much for you outside of the new scenery. But if you like that one Jaws game for the Nintendo Wii, who knows, maybe there is something for you. Maybe it'd be worth waiting until after the update because it seems like there are some extra features such as farming, actual farming, that will be added post-launch, so keep your eyes out for an Echoes of Duviri or something along those lines. Did they add an endgame? Endgame is such an arbitrary line in the sand, its definition differing depending on who you ask. If you were to ask me, I'd say yes, Steel Path is a higher level content, more difficult than base Star Chart, with a shop of evergreen rewards. If you're looking for raids, you're probably going to be waiting until 2024 at the earliest. So are you excited for Duviri? Are you coming back to Warframe for Duviri? Are the circumstances lining up for you? Does it seem like an update that is worth your time coming back to the game? Feel free to argue in the comments. I will not be reading them.
Ooh, Arby's! Mr. Squidward, I ate Arby's and now me fucking art stuff!